Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IX. I'm the mysterious JG. Final Fantasy X, guys. It's happening. Let's find out what Rat Boy here wants with the ladder he's stolen. As he's taken it, perhaps he wants these two ladders to make out. Move it, slave. Ah, ha, ha! What the heck was that? Sorry about that, Kupo. That's Kupo. He is a Moog. Wait, why are we being forced to move? Like, he's carrying the heavy ladder, which appears to weigh more than he does, and we're the slave? Why isn't he making us carry it? Kupo. And this is slave number 1. Try to get along, okay? Yeah, Kupo. Pleased to meet you, Kupo. Oh, why am I talking like him? Yeah, pleased to meet you there, Kupo. Sorry, I added you in Moogle Diary. If you want to save game, just ask us Moogles, Kupo. You can regain health if you have 10, Kupo. You understand? I understand. Glad I can help, Kupo. Alright, time for some upward mobility. Yeah, he's kind of making... He's doing all the work for us here, even though we're the quote slave. Okay, come on up, slave. Hey, Kupo, you still here, Kupo? Hey, Kupo, Stiltskin, what's again? Why'd you get up, Kupo? Hey, you leaving, Kupo? Yeah, Kupo, and this time I thought it might be to wait for a long time there. Yeah, I'll miss you, Kupo. No, don't you worry, alright. Kupo. Okay, Kupo. Well, I'm off, take care. For some reason I don't ever say Kupo, Kupo. Oh, and say hi to Marsh in the castle for me. Stiltskin's like the action Moogle, I guess. And being an action Moogle, he doesn't say Kupo. Was that a friend of yours? Yes, Kupo. A very special one, Kupo. He has to wear a special helmet so he can't hurt himself. He's special. He rides on the short bus. Hey, slave, I thought I ordered you up here. Come on, Rusty. Time to make a record already, Kupo? Magnet. Kupo, I'll tell you about Magnet. Magnet is a mail delivery system between Moogles. Now, all the Moogles say Kupo, except Stiltskin, apparently, as like this thing they just randomly say. Only for this Moogle, whose name is Kupo, does it make him appear to be a Pokemon. We can send and receive letters to and from Moogles in other locations. Kupo. This would be like me saying, we can send and receive letters from other locations. Mysterious JG. But delivery has been very sporadic lately. So I want you to help us deliver mail. Squirrel. Sure. You have no mail. I have a favor to ask, Kupo. I want you to deliver a letter to Monty. Sure. You mean General Montgomery? Are you offering him advice on how to defeat the Desert Fox or Von Rummel? Thanks, Kupo. I just knocked the power cable out of the back of my controller here. Save. As you'll see, I've staggered a whole bunch of saves because, like I said, it's months ago now, but I played through almost a quarter of the game off screen, anticipating eventually doing a Let's Play where there was a lot of stuff I could do to really make the last 3/4 of the game much easier. That wasn't going to involve boring grinding. So we will make a new slot. Cancel. I want mail, Kupo. I want mail, Kupo. Yeah, Magnet. Another side quest where it's incredibly easy to permanently miss stuff because, like, you have Moogles so you can only encounter at one point during the game that you have to deliver a letter to or receive a letter from. Apparently the rewards for the quests are pretty minor. And, like, most of the letters that you receive don't actually mean anything for the quest. But, like, if you want to get all the letters, like, you just have to constantly be talking to every Moogle you see and make sure you ask them about Magnet more than once in case the first time doesn't trigger everything. Alright, this play's gonna start if we don't hurry. And even if we do, it will eventually start. Come on, get over here. Let me guess, you're afraid of heights, aren't you? It's okay, just pretend you're on the ground. Come on already, we're running out of time. I'm kind of talking like Chico, but not really. Not again. Don't worry, it won't fall. I guess it fell. No point in worrying now, right? Oh, this is the point of no return. I hope you enjoyed the jump rope minigame, because it'll be like disc 3 before we get a chance to do that again. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I don't even know your name. It's slave number 1. Vivi, the black mage, appears to be 9 years old. He looked smaller than that to me. But his dominant hand is the right. And emoticons are unavailable for Vivi. He cannot send you poo emojis. So your name's Vivi, huh? Kind of funny name. You could name him Rat Kid, but... My name's Puck. Pleased to meet you. What the pluck? Puck? So this is a screen where you can explore optional side content for loot, but it's just small amounts of gil. Doesn't really matter. So like, had you not gone over there, I think you still would have been okay. Why people are hiding small amounts of gil in their chimneys, I don't know. Okay, can't actually make them collapse. That one collapsed as a story thing. Phew, we finally made it. Thanks to my partner, Rusty. After this wall, we'll be inside the castle. Come on, let's go. You can't fool me, there ain't no sanity clause. I have to say Chico Mark catchphrases to remind myself that this is supposed to be a Chico Mark's voice, because it's that bad. That's better than my Harpo impression, which is just going, So there does appear to be some mass, like, when Vivi turns his head, like, there's a chin-shaped area of darkness, but... Okay, I think that's the fat, buck, ugly Queen Braun we've heard about, and that is the lovely Princess Garnet. In the background, Steiner! I'm so excited about getting the voice, Steiner! Steiner appears to be wearing eyeshadow. The hoop! Yeah, Rat Kid sure is a Rat Kid, isn't he? You got 33 what 13. So I thought about giving the princess the Ramza voice, but that's pretty much copyright lethal feline. I'd have to pay. I think I could probably request permission, but I would feel obligated to pay residuals. And then I thought about giving it to Queen Braun, who would actually fit better, except that that's kind of not the point. The whole point is that it doesn't fit the beautiful female love interest / protagonist. Like, the whole point of that voice being funny is that, like, you've got somebody who's supposed to have this, like, sweet, depending on the game, either sexy or just sweet and innocent voice. You're making her talk like this! Which I could do with Garnet. I would feel like I was stealing somebody else's gimmick a little bit. And, I don't know. Maybe we'll find a use for it at some point.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's performance is a story that takes place long, long ago. It's the story of the Rebel Alliance doing battle against the Galactic Empire. Our heroine, Princess Cordelia, is torn from her lover, Barcus. She attempts to flee the castle, only to be captured by her father, King Leo. When our story begins, Marcus, having heard of this, crosses swords with the king. And now, Your Royal Majesty, Queen Braun, Your Highness, Princess Garnet, we invite you to come on stage and play the roles. Noble ladies and gentlemen, noble ladies and lords, and our rooftop viewers, Tantalus proudly presents I Want to Be Your Canary. Even though I just gave away the plot, I guess I gave away the plot of like we're doing Henry IV Part 2, so I just gave you the plot of Henry IV Part 1. Even though nobody ever does Henry IV Part 2.
I don't even know what happens in Henry IV Part 2. Henry IV Part 1 is like Prince Hal hanging around. Oh, the dialogue is advancing without me here. It really is. Wow. I didn't think that was going to happen. Fortune has escaped thee. For what end shalt thou live?
For the sake of our friend, let us bury our steel in the heart of the wretched King Leo.
Aye, aye. We shall back thee, kinsman. Pray sheath thy swords, nay, kinsman. For I too have lost a brother this feat. I guess I gotta pause if I want to read all this.
What? Oh, out, vermin, away! Ah, vermin! You think it's a pretty heavy score, huh?
Nah.
Thou darest spare thy sword before the king? All who stand in my way shall be crushed.
Treacherous Leo, my kinsman's suffering shall not be in vain. For I shall instruct thee in his incomparable pain. Your pain shall be legendary. Frostborn hungers.
Super exciting stuff, yeah. So we can do pyro special effects. Our special effects are like magic from prior games, which is kind of cool. Like that was Flare, we're gonna do Meteo now. Which is, of course, Meteo with a T. Zenero and Benero. I guess that's like holy? Either way, none of these actually do damage. To actually advance the fight, you have to do physical attacks, but it's cool to show them off. This is, yeah, Poly I think is holy. So we have Flare, holy, and Meteo. Ultima does not seem to be represented. Clamp pinch. Ow. It's in some trouble, actually. I don't think it matters if Cinna dies, though. These guys appear to be some kind of like horse head guys, except they're wearing gimp masks. Taste steel. Taste fierce, your soul burns away. Alright, so we got it's like that weird species of dudes from Final Fantasy 11, the guy who actually ran the shop where you grew up as a kid, but except he's younger now and wearing a gimp mask. Yeah, it's a plot battle. It's probably possible to lose, but you'd have to try really hard. Augur. Augur? Thou hast not...
Thou hast not seen the last of me, Marcus.
Come back. Out of the way, Blank. Consider this, Sedan, if Prince Schneider were to marry Princess Cornelia, peace would reign over both their kingdoms.
'Tis foolishness. If all were so easy, why none would suffer in this world?
Oh, so now we're on opposite sides of the fight. Aha. Aha. Love the music here, by the way. And now here's a special mini game that they don't quite tell you. On guard, expect no quarter from me. This is a special mini game. It's not apparent when you're playing it, but you sort of find out later. you're going to get rated on how well you do in the stage fight. And if you get a perfect score, you get a better reward. There's 2 rewards. You are given an item and you are given gil. So entering all the commands quickly earns you more gil, and then entering all the commands without making any input errors gets you a better item. I think if you're fast with your commands, you impress a higher number of the nobles. And then to impress Queen Braun specifically, you need to not get any command inputs wrong. So it took me several tries. Off screen, it took a couple of tries. It's actually pretty hard to do it like perfect. But I did it perfect and saved, and that's what our results will be off screen. So I'm just going to take whatever results we get here now. The only dialogue difference is if we impress Queen Braun, we get a slightly different dialogue. Impressing the nobles doesn't change anything except how much gil you're given. So I messed up. I pressed one wrong, so we are not going to get the best reward. Annoyingly, you have to play through quite a bit of stuff again. Well, there's an autosave, I think there was a thing. I didn't have to go all the way back to the last manual save, but... So, I'm doing well, but, I already did one input wrong, which means I don't think we're going to get the better item reward. But we'll fairly soon be coming to a part of the game where I did a little bit of off-screen work and thought it was worth saving, so we'll get the... what you're going to miss is the dialogue that Queen Braun was impressed, which is one line. I just messed up a second input, so that's 2 wrong so far. Shall we finish this later? Come back here. Oh, but you can redo. So we got 86 out of 100 nobles. Queen Braun was not impressed. They demand an encore, perform it again. Let's try one more time, see if I can get the Queen Braun impressed, because that's not that hard. Die traders, that's the best thou can't do. It's not that hard to impress Queen Braun, you just have to not do any inputs incorrectly. Which includes taking a really long time to do. But if you're not trying to go super fast to impress all the nobles, it's not that bad. So I'm trying to be quiet and concentrate here, obviously. I think we got it. We won't have gotten all the nobles, but we'll have gotten Queen Braun that time. Oh! Okay. Never mind. That took me 6 tries off screen. I think I just got it in 2 attempts here. 100 out of 100 were impressed. Queen was quite... Yeah, okay. I apparently got a perfect there. I thought I took too long on the inputs because I was trying to take my time to make sure I got them all accurate. What was happening when I off-screened this, and again, this was months ago, I would, if I did it accurately enough to impress Queen Braun, I would usually be just slow enough to only get 85 to 90 some of the nobles. And if I was trying to go super fast to make sure I got 100 nobles, it would almost always mean I made an input goof. But apparently I just did that perfect. Good for me. I'm so good. No, we're not doing it again. That was the perfect possible score. 10,000 gil, which... I'm kicking myself now that I bothered to do it perfect off screen, although it apparently didn't take that much effort on screen. Because 10,000 gil means nothing. By the time we get to the halfway, early in Disc 2, when I had to do this off screen, using a turbo controller, letting something run overnight, we're going to have millions of gil. So this is kind of meaningless. But for now, 10,000 gil is a pretty damn good reward. And our other reward we will get later. Finish changing, Zidane.
Yeah, but this helmet... I'm not sure I approve of wearing it. I didn't ask for it, but suddenly, in this multiplayer online game, I'm being forced to play as a Nazi.
I remember, maybe this is a smaller internet controversy than I thought. There was a channel I used to like. I kind of lost the thread of them after a while. They changed their narrator. They did some. I don't know. The guy who runs it now seems like obsessed with self-references with his pet cat. Like, my cat is cute, so I'm going to reference my cat constantly on my channel. But there was a channel called like, what was it actually called? Other history, some more history, something history. That did these cool like sort of animated history videos and like a 5-part series of 10-minute videos talking about some historical thing. I really like the one they did on the Sengoku Jedi. But they did one on gaming where they had a whole thing about how there's something that it's like jarring to the gamer for all these World War II games that just make you play as a Nazi. And it turned into this huge, like, this big pushback where everyone was like, oh, you guys are woke. Oh, what a bunch of pansies. Oh, because they dared to raise the question of whether it was weird that there's a lot of games where you're playing literally as Nazis. And I didn't have a strong opinion either way. It was one of those things where, like, I wasn't that moved, but boy, the passion of some of the people to come out and attack the people who were critical of Nazis did make me uneasy. Yeah, my reason for not watching the channel anymore is I got sick of the guy talking about his cat. But apparently, like, a lot of people turned on them because they criticized World War II games that have you playing as Nazis. It kind of smells. I mean, see, I want him to have the Dart voice, but for reasons that will become apparent later, he's got to have the Snake voice. It kind of smells. What are you talking about? My helmet totally reeks. My armor's way too big. And my back's real itchy. Well, don't tell me about your icky back. Is that the correct... Should you be using an apostrophe there? I guess so. It doesn't belong to your back, but... The boots are wet. I don't need to hear about your wet footwear, dude. My gloves are all slimy. Well, I guess that these are male knights that they stole it from, even though the previous knights we saw for females, so... I guess it's just as well, because if they had jumped 2 of those other knights, they would have to wear their, like, spandex leotards to pass themselves as knights. There's cookie crumbs in my pockets. Okay, I get the picture. Those must have been from a calorie, mate. Delicious. You still have the package, right? Don't worry, I won't screw up. Oh, that's an oglop. I don't think they ever really explained those. All right. First, I'll go pour some sleep potion into Princess Garnet's teacup. And I've got a special something for the lovely queen. And he pulls out his dick. Sorry. You know, my Let's Plays are, like, pretty child-friendly until they're not. I sometimes think, like, oh, what if my niece or my nephews were to watch my videos? And then I realize they probably shouldn't. They really probably should not. Heh heh heh. They're sleeping so soundly. Alexandria Castle. Oh, wait, that's not a line. According to Recon, the royal seats should be right above these stairs. Got it. Uh-oh, the scene where Marcus sneaks into Cornelius' chamber is about to start. Let's get this over with before the finale, okay? Hurry. Yeah, I'll hurry back in here if you're going to be like that. See if I can put on this helmet. Mommy. Captain, Mommy. Oh, Captain, my Captain. All right, so where do we actually want to go here? Because I think we need to grab our reward here. Let's see. Oh, we actually do want to equip some stuff on our boy. So the Mage Matcher is better than the Dagger. The Dagger teaches Flee. The Mage Matcher also teaches Flee plus Detect. So we want to be using it. We got nothing else to equip here. Okay, so the only thing we have that we can make any use out of now is the Mage Masher. I thought we had other items that we... Didn't we steal, we stole a wrist? A regular wristlet. Are we already wearing a wrist? That is what's going on. So we can swap it out for another wrist, but we probably had a wrist and we stole another wrist. Okay. Look out, someone's coming, hides it in. I mean, look out, someone's coming, hides it in.
Anything to report? Yes, ma'am. I hate to watch you leave, but I love to watch you go. No, ma'am. Nothing to report. Very well. Continue your patrol. We are the Beach Patrol. We like to party, yaddy, yaddy. Sorry.
Alright. 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 Okay, I guess that's not the place to go. Let's go into high-speed mode until they get out of here. I'm guessing the same thing happens if we go that way, so let's go up the stairs. Ooh.
She sure is dressed funny. It's almost like she's dressed as a white mage from Final Fantasy 1, so that they can show that during the commercials for this game. But in fact, there isn't really a white mage character. At least not one dressed as a white mage.
Would you please let me pass? This is the voice JG's going to use.
Instead of this voice, let me know if you disagree.
Examine her face. Let's see.
Is there something on my face?
Oh no, you see, I just thought that maybe you were the one I'd been waiting for all this time.
Excuse me? You were waiting for me?
Yeah, I've dreamt of meeting you here ever since I was born.
He's a horn dog, Solid Snake.
Do you mock me?
No, of course not. I'm just not good at this.
Then I shall take my leave of you.
Just a sec. Haven't we met before?
No, I do not know you. I think I would remember someone as oily as you.
Maybe you're right. I'd never let someone as pretty as you get away, and I'm not going to now.
Hits her with a club and drags her to his cave.
Say, you wouldn't.
Hey, what's going on, Zidane?
I must go.
Who the heck was that?
Get up, Blank. That was Princess Garnet.
Are you serious? Trouble while we are in trouble. Trouble while we in. This is terrible. Our heads Queen Braun will have. We must hurry, we must. Yeah, the complete each other's sentences twin midget circus guys. I'm not sure if we're meant to see them as good guys. We are in trouble. Trouble we are in. The right way, that is not. I know it is not the right way. Really, do you? I really do. Wonder I sometimes do. Now is not the time to wonder. To wobble wonder. Hurry to Queen Braun must be. We must hurry to Queen Braun. That is not the right way. No, not the right way, I know. Do you really? No, I really do. I really wonder sometimes. The time to wonder now is not. This dialogue end it must. Hurry to see Her Majesty we must. We must hurry and tell Her Majesty. Your Majesty, see the Queen we must. Captain of the Pluto, Knights of Pluto.
Her Majesty is busy. Come back later.
Is it an emergency? An emergency it is. A veritable emergency, a terrible urgency. Very well. I'll see what I can do.
I'm a lot more useful than that guy over there.
Very grateful we'll be. We'll be very grateful.
Curse that Beatrix! Always trying to one-up me.
So what exactly is the problem? Why do I sound so much like the princess?
Her Royal Highness, Princess Garnet, is in danger.
I see. Wait right here.
She could have the RZA voice too, but I'm going to go and say, but no interruptions. Can't you see I'm watching the show?
Your Majesty, I'm afraid Princess Garnet has...
Oh, she's got an eye patch. She could have a soft snake voice too.
Your Majesty, I'm afraid Princess Garnet has...
Ah, yes. She did leave a seat a while ago. Oh.
Your Majesty, it seems that Princess Garnet has run off with the royal pendant.
Well, of course. What could she be thinking? General Beatrix.
Your Majesty.
And Captain, Here's a 33-year-old male. He's the old man of the game. He's right-handed too. Why does they keep telling us dominant hand right if everyone's right-handed? But his name is, of course, Steiner! And I think I'm going to actually call it a video right here. And we'll save the true glory and pleasure that is meeting Steiner for next time. I was actually intending to have this be the last video of the session, but I don't know when we'll get a save point. So when we come back next time, it's going to be time for the Steiner recliner. Bye for now.